My name is Steve Parker. Our firm name is The Alt Key,
Cool.
and we are in Tempe, Arizona.
Cool. How'd you come up with the alt key?
We didn't want to have the traditional CPA firm name that, everybody, the Smith and Jones and
Right.
Johnson and whatever. We wanted something that was a brand and that was memorable, and it kind of had a natural logo. So my partner really came up with it. His last name's Krajewski. Nobody can spell it anyway. So
The alt key is pretty cool. Well, Steve, I want to ask you four questions so you can encourage other CPAs running firms around the country. So the first one is, what things are difficult right now in running your own firm?
I think the biggest thing right now is staffing, finding good qualified people that want to work, that have the ability, especially on the accounting and bookkeeping side. That skill set doesn't seem to exist anymore, and finding those people is really difficult.
Okay, yeah, that's a big deal. Well, how would you encourage others that are running and growing their own firms? Because you've been doing this over 30 years, probably, right?
Yes, sir. Long time. I think the biggest thing, and especially the things I read in the threads and the Thriveal sites, is pruning clients.
Mm.
There's so many people that have such a hard time letting go of that client that causes them to lose sleep, causes them stress, probably causes them to lose money. They just need to let them go. And if I don't like a client, for the most part, they're not going to be my client. And why waste your time?
I mean, do you find if you prune a client that you're making room for new clients? I mean, you always feel like new clients come to replace those?
I've never had a problem getting replacement.
Wow,
Yeah, there's always more. You're so much happier. I think you just attract that.
that's awesome. Well, cool. So the third question is, what does the future hold for your firm?
Well, we're really passionate about trying to move away from the compliance side and into doing a lot more of the consulting. And I think, this profession's been talking about that forever. I
Hmm.
think one thing I've learned from the Thriveal group is actually how to sell that, how to present it to clients, how to pick up those kind of clients. And that's been fantastic. We're actually growing that side of it. And over time, I would like to work completely in more of a CFO role or a high value role rather than doing work after the fact and producing financial statements and tax returns long after the period's over.
That's awesome. Okay, so last question. How do you use technology to serve your customers?
Well, we're really trying to get everybody we can onto some type of a hosted system or a Wave or a Zero, QuickBooks Online, whatever it is. Right now, we're just moving a lot of our clients' QuickBooks files onto Infinitely Virtual right now. That makes such a change in being able to work with them and collaborate with them when you can both go in and look at the file at the same time. Starting to experiment with the other two, don't have as much experience, but that's a huge change in how we interact with clients.
Cool. Well, Steve, that's it, man. I can't thank you enough for being with us on the In the Trenches videocast. Thanks so much.
Well, you're very welcome.